Welcome, in front of me I have Samsung Galaxy A17, and in this video I'm gonna show you best tricks for beginners on this device, so enjoy watching. So after some time of using this smartphone and with years of experience in using a lot of major brands smartphones and other devices such as tablets, I can tell you what is most important when you are a beginner and you want to use your smartphone in a proper way, and which features are helpful for the start and what is important to change. Let's at first get into the settings, obviously, because in here we're gonna change a few things to make our device runs better and faster. And so at first get into the display settings. Now scroll down to motion smoothness, get in here and make sure that you have enabled the high option, because it gives you a screen refresh rate up to 90 Hz. The standard option gives you only 60 Hz, so it's not worth to using it. The difference you can see on the preview here. On the left we have a smooth animation and the scrolling looks better and smoother. On the right we have a little lens hangs. It's painful for the eyes to look at it, so always recommend to use a high option in here. Make your device runs better if you can, because it's better for you. Now after that you have to choose the screen timeout, the time after which your device goes off after inactive time. I have 10 minutes because I'm recording this video for you, but most of the people choose something between 30 seconds and 2 minutes. I think it's enough. For me the best option is 1 minute, but it depends what you're doing on your smartphone and what you want. Of course you can enable keep screen on while viewing, so if you're looking at your device, then your front camera will detect your face, and your screen will be kept on. So this is also helpful. I'm not gonna enable this because I don't like this option, but for some people it might be helpful. After that, let's move on and make sure that you enable the accidental touch protection, because if you have your smartphone in a pocket or a bag and you miscall someone in the past and, I don't know, open some applications by mistakes or send some weird messages from the pocket or your bag. So after enable this awesome feature, you won't have such problems anymore, because your phone will be protected from accidental touches when it's in a dark place. After that, if you're using the screen protector, so it's good to enable the touch sensitivity option, because it increases the sensitivity while using the screen protector. Obviously I don't have the screen protector, so I'm not gonna enable this option in here. Now let's move on to the last part in here, because it's all about the navigation of your smartphone. You have two available options. You can navigate by using 3 buttons like me, so back button, home button and previous open up in the background. Or you can use swipe gestures. I'm the person who likes the 3 buttons navigation. I'm used to it and I want to change it. I think I will never do that. So if you choose buttons, for example, then you can get into the more options and you can see the layout if you want your back button on the left or the right. I'm the type of person who likes have it on the right. Now that was the part for your screen. I'm not gonna talk about the brightness and the dark mode, light mode, because you will know after just entering these settings that is very simple options. Now after that you have to get into the battery settings and make sure that you enable the battery protection to maximum level. Also we can get into the charging settings and activate the charging information because it is a good option, and fast charging to make your battery charge faster. Now the important thing is this icon of the battery. It's good to not only look at the icon but enable this option to show exact battery percentage that you have. Now get back and move on to the next things, advanced features. In here you should get into the motion and gestures and decide if you want to use this option. These three options is about your display. So if you want to have turn on the screen when you pick up your phone, then you can enable this first option. Double tap to turn on the screen or double tap to turn off the screen. These are good options to have. So if you double tap this empty field, then your phone just locks. If you tap on lock screen, then you will wake up your display. So I think it's a good option to enable. I'm not gonna talk about this, only palm swipe to capture, because you should enable it. That gives you the cool option, the cool way to take a screenshot on your device. You have to swipe your hand across the screen from left to right or right to left, from the edge to edge, like this. I'm sorry, it's working, I promise you, but I opened some application by mistake, so I'm gonna do this one more time. My screen blinks and screenshot is saved in the photos gallery. Now let's move on to the settings and get back to move to the side button. In here you can decide which function you want to have on your power button. So first thing, double press the power button, activates the camera. It is very helpful because if you want to capture something in a quick way, then it is that simple. You have your phone locked in your pocket, you grab it and just double press the power button and your camera is open in a second. So you have this advantage and you can take your photo very quickly. That was the most important parts from the settings. Now let's talk about the home screen on your device. So open the tab menu by dragging your finger from the right upper corner to down. That opens you this quick menu, and actually you can manage it to your own preferences. So by pressing this pencil here, you can change to editing mode and touch and hold these tiles to change the position of it. You can also, I don't know, you can put the music on the top, you can put the brightness and music on the top to change it quickly. The most important thing in here is these tiles. If you press edit in here, then after opening the tab menu you will have access to these features that you can see in here. On the top we have our available tiles that we're using after open the tab menu, and on the bottom we have the available buttons that we can add to our tab menu. How to add your tile to tab menu? Just hold your finger on it and drag it to any place that you wish to use it. For example, I'm the person who used the screenshot in this spot right here always, and it's not gonna change in my life, I think. So I need to have it in here. That's why I'm showing you this method, because you want to arrange this menu in a way you want to use it, and gives you the best experience and the fastest way to get into any feature or available any option that you want to use. After you finish this tab menu changing, then you can press done and one more time done, and your tab menu will be saved. That was all for this video. I hope you like it. Leave a like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Goodbye.